Hello and welcome to episode 21 of the new Salon Marketing Show. My name's Vanessa McDonald. I'm the founding director of Salon Marketing Creative Agency, and we specialise in helping beauty salons and skin clinics retain their clients and grow their business by increasing skin treatment bookings and retail sales. We do this through the most valuable marketing asset they own, and that is their database. For episode 21, we're going to continue the conversation around virtual salon services. Yes. Now, has there ever been a better time to talk about this? My friends in the professional beauty industry, especially in Australia. Who's currently watching, whether or not live or the replay? Leave me a comment, let me know if you're in New South Wales or Victoria. Because I have to say, I'm living through this lockdown with you. I totally get how difficult it is, and with the numbers going up in Victoria at the rate that they are, and also the numbers in New South Wales holding at over 1,000 cases a day, 1,200 cases a day, it must get very difficult for all of you to keep your spirits up and to wake up every day and think, okay, what can I do to keep my business going through this lockdown today? And when I listened to the New South Wales press conference this morning, which wasn't expected, I thought they were all off, but when I listened to it, I just had this moment, especially when I saw the numbers in Victoria, and I thought, gosh, it's just relentless. Every day you wake up and here you are again, another day in lockdown, your front doors are closed, your team's been stood down, you're on job seeker, and you're barely able to pay your rent. So what can you do today in order to get through this, to get your business through this, to keep your business glowing through these very difficult times? The truth is, the only thing you can do is introduce virtual salon services with the hope of being able to sell retail. The challenge is we don't really know how long you're going to need to do that for. The opportunity that is in front of us for you is taking on virtual salon services as a permanent service of convenience that you can offer to your clients beyond lockdown. So taking this time to set it up correctly, set it up properly, and also practice so you get really good at it. And once you do reopen, to be able to continue serving people who you connect with virtually or remotely well into the future, which is going to open a whole new door of opportunity on a permanent basis. So the last time we spoke about why you should introduce virtual salon services, in particular skin consultations. So go back and watch episode 20 and you can get all the details of what I shared, of the reasons why you need to consider introducing this permanently to your business. Today we're going to talk about how to go about it, and we're also going to go through what you need to do. What you need to do to implement the service as a new service in your business, but also how you need to market virtual salon services, your virtual skin consultation too. Okay. So I hope that this will be something that after today you think, yeah, okay, I'm in New South Wales, I'm in Victoria, I really don't know how long I'm going to be in this for. This is something this is a process I can follow. Vanessa has set up a step-by-step plan that I can go through and pick up some new marketing skills along the way and just have a go, okay? If you're in SMC Insider, our private Facebook group, I'm going to be posting this set in our group. We have a marketing set we've created to help you. You'll have access to it for free in our group tonight, okay? If you're not an SMC Insider, later this afternoon, I've asked my team to prepare a marketing campaign set to help you promote virtual salon services, and also with a strong retail promotion attached to it that you will be able to access at an 80% discount. Now, you too can get access to the set for free if you'd like to come and join SMC Insider. Just search for SMC Insider members only. Come in. We have our guest members and our full members, and I'm going to make the set complimentary to both guest and full members later this afternoon. Okay, so there is a solution that's been created for you that you can immediately put into action, that you can implement. There's an implementation guide, and there's also a campaign spotlight sheet to help you succeed. All of the graphics have been created for you in Canva. The marketing campaign set that I will introduce you to today during today's episode has been tried and tested by beauty salon owners just like you in lockdown with great success. Thousands of dollars of retail sales that have been generated just in the first day of launching the campaign. So if they can do it, you can do it too. But I really feel for all of you in New South Wales who own a salon in Victoria today. I mean, more so than I have. I don't know if today when I saw the Victorian cases, I was like, oh, like those numbers are just going in the wrong direction. And what is it? Is it lockdown 6 for you guys? Lockdown 7? It's just such a difficult time. So let's try and turn something really shitty. What do they say? Turn lemons into lemonade the best we can with what I'm going to teach you today and give you access to today. So let's get started. All right, so for episode 21 of the new Salon Marketing Show, we previously looked at episode 20, why I was suggesting to you should consider introducing virtual clinic services, but permanently for the long game. And so what you're going to learn today is what it takes to switch to this new virtual strategy for the long term, and also how to introduce your virtual skin consultations through marketing. So how to make it stick, not just make it a reaction, being more proactive around introducing the new service rather than just like, oh no, I'm in lockdown. I don't know how long I'm going to be in lockdown for. I've got to try and make some money. What'll I do? I'll just put a few posts on Facebook saying that I'm offering virtual skin consultations and just cross my fingers and hope for the best. I'd like you to be more proactive than that, and I'm going to help you with a plan that I'm going to share with you today. All right, so what do you do when you introduce a new service to your clinic now? Like, think about you invest in a piece of equipment, a new modality, a new skincare range. Perhaps you introduce a new brand for professional peels. What is it that you do now in order to launch that treatment in your salon? Okay, so I've laid out 5 steps that I feel pretty confident most of you would go through when you're introducing a new treatment or a new service. So the first thing is you would get trained in how to perform the treatment, and you would train your team as well. You would establish a procedure for your team to perform the treatment once you'd all received your training from the supplier of the technology or the skincare range. You'd add that service to your treatment menu. So you'd update your treatment menu, and you would definitely add the service to your website. So you'd contact your web developer, or if you know how to do it yourself, you would go to the services listing on your website and you would add that new service to your website. And you would then launch and market that new service through a direct response marketing campaign, focusing primarily on your database, but also across your socials, your social accounts as well. So thinking about that process 1 through 5, what I would say to you is it's exactly the same when you're introducing virtual salon services, when you're looking at permanently introducing virtual skin consultations to your menu, rather than it just being a reaction to something that's going on from a macro perspective in the world, in the market. That's macro within marketing means that it's something you don't have any control over. Rather than it being a reaction to that, it's like, okay, there is a new opportunity. I'm going to introduce this as a service. Treat it as you would any other new treatment that is permanently going to be a part of your service offering. Okay, so those 5 steps are exactly the same. Your treatment menu and your website are 2 of the most important and valuable marketing assets that you would be using in your salon every single day. introduce your virtual skin consultations to your treatment menu. We're going to be looking at that in a lot more detail in slides to come, but also make it clear that one of the call to actions under skin consultation is to receive the service virtually. So usually the call to action would be for someone to book online to then come into the clinic to have a skin consultation by you, an expert in all things skin health. So what you need to do is just in that section on your website where on your treatment menu where you talk about virtual skin consultations is add a new call to action that they can book it virtually. Okay, they can book online and take the option to receive the service virtually. Okay, same goes with your website. Exactly the same suggestion with your website. So you want to have a call to action which makes it very clear that someone can book the consultation with you virtually. Learn the basics in technology. What some of the I guess the way that through the pandemic, all of us have been trained to use QR codes everywhere we go. And I'm noticing a lot more businesses are stepping up and using QR codes in so many different ways. Even last night when I was watching, I was sitting on the lounge, I was watching TV and working away, and I looked up and I noticed I think it was the football Mr. SMC was watching, and I was blown away by what I saw on my screen. So I'm just going to stop sharing for a moment because I want to share this with you. I took a photo of my TV. Can you see that? Can you see that QR code? That is my TV screen. And that is when so I'm sitting there with my phone on the lounge, as many people do. Heaps of people watch TV and they're on their phone at the same time. I mean, emoji girl hands in the air. Who does that? Well, I just had to lean across, pick up my phone, had my camera, scanned it, and instantly I was taken through to a landing page to enter the competition, which was for DoorDash. So I think it was to win a year's of DoorDash or a month of DoorDash meal deliveries. It was something like that. But I was just like my jaw dropped when I realized, look how they're using QR codes to make it easy for someone to instantly enter that competition on the television. This is what I'm talking about. So it's very, very simple to generate a QR code using, so many free applications that you can just Google. QR code generator, free QR code generator. And as far as how to do it and how to learn how to use that technology in your own marketing, your own business, all you need to do is go to YouTube and just YouTube that shit, right? And it'll come straight up, a 3-minute video on how to actually do it. But it's as simple as just grabbing a URL and copying and pasting it from, say, your online bookings, or from the URL where you want to direct someone to a certain web page or to a landing page, wherever it is that you want them to go to book in or to read more about virtual skin services, your virtual skin consultations, and then pasting it into the QR code generator, and hey presto, you've got your own QR code, and it takes minutes to do. So my suggestion here is, think about the technology that we are all using or have been almost forced to use, and now are well and truly used to and trained in using. Think about how you can use that in your own business. So some of the things I've suggested you could go out and learn more about is QR codes, how to generate your own QR codes, how to generate a Bitly link. A Bitly link is a URL shortener platform where you can take a really long URL that you couldn't possibly send out in an SMS, but if you shorten it down into a Bitly using Bitly and make it a bit link, then you could send out via SMS a long URL for a website page, for a landing page, for an email as well. You can send out your emails via SMS. So write that down, bit.ly link, and go and learn more about that. We have demonstration videos in SMC Insider on how to generate a bit.ly link. You could come into SMC Insider for free if you're in New South Wales or Victoria, and you could watch one of those videos, or just, again, YouTube it. Learn how to use Zoom. And also, when you're utilizing a platform like Zoom, you're able to record your sessions. You need to upload those sessions to some type of video platform like Vimeo or YouTube, so you're able to share a link with whoever it is that you'd like to share the link with, i.e. the person that you may have just completed a virtual skin consultation with, so that you're able to share those recordings with them. So there's some suggestions there. Now, with your online skin consultations, preparation is going to make you feel so much more confident. So you want to make sure that you're putting some thought into how you want to structure your consultations. And does it really need to be like a lot different from what you do with someone face to face? Probably not. So think about that. Sit down and write out step by step how you conduct a skin consultation face to face, and then adapt that to virtual. You may have to make some little adjustments, of course, because you are communicating with someone in this way through a screen. The great thing is you can see the person on the other side, and you would have asked them for some information about them and their skin prior, of course. They would have filled in a consultation form. It'd be great if they also sent you some photos. So you'll have a lot of information that you're able to consider how you're going to structure or personalize the skin consultation, the virtual skin consultation for them. But use a PowerPoint presentation if you feel it's going to give you the structure that you need so that you don't lose your way. So if you feel like, if you're someone who is, nervous about using video technology, and the thought of going online and conducting and sharing your expert advice with someone and helping and guiding them through how to take care of the things that they can do, could be doing at home to look after their skin. If that makes you feel uncomfortable or nervous, using a PowerPoint presentation is definitely going to help you get that structure so that you can feel confident, present yourself in a professional way, and not lose your way. Make it as interactive as you possibly can as well. So use visual, use props like the example that I have here on the screen. So you could have a model like that you use to explain what's going on with someone's skin, and share stories, success stories. As soon as you'll probably find when you're taking someone through a virtual skin consultation, and you'll remember another client who had a similar condition with their skin, or who was started their skin journey wanting the same type of results. If you do, share that story with your client. People love to hear about other people who have gone through what they've gone through, or faced a challenge that they've faced, and what they did to get the solution that they are here talking to you about their skin today. So yeah, I think when it comes to a PowerPoint presentation as well, I'm going to share with you a visual example of a PowerPoint that the SMC team and I just worked on recently for one of our clients. So someone came to us and said, can you help me put together a virtual skin consultation, like structure, package, marketing set to launch the service permanently in my business. This particular client's located in Victoria, so this is something we'd never done before, and we're on the verge of completing that project. It's new, but this is actually an example of the PowerPoint that my team and I worked on, that the salon owner is able to now take and use and customize in any way that she wants to have that structure that I'm talking about, that flow when she is presenting her virtual skin consultation. So you can see we've had a beautiful introductory slide that also features the model from her website. So everything is nice and consistent. a photo of beautiful Jo, introducing probably herself, I would say, and her qualifications, or if it's someone new who she doesn't already know. And then we just put together a series of slides, including some of the brands that she works with, in case she wants to include, those products visually in her presentation. So you can see there the LED device that she prescribes, she sells. Also the mineral makeup. So what she's able to do is put in her own headline, her own copy. It's all based on her brand, her fonts, beautifully presented, and she can say whatever she wants to say through those slides. Okay, so that's an example of how you could set up your PowerPoint presentation. Okay, back to our presentation for today's episode. All right, so you're going to need to think about, when someone books in for a virtual skin consultation, putting together an email, like a confirmation email that you can send to them, that outlines everything that they'll need to know about what's going to happen, what that virtual experience of receiving that service is going to be like. Some of the things that you could include are tips on how to have a great Zoom experience. So suggest that they test their audio, test their camera, try not to have other devices on their Wi-Fi during a consultation so that it doesn't slow down, the streaming of the video. And you are also going to need to get them to fill out their consultation form. So you'd have a link around so that they can do that. So give them the steps or a list of what they need to do, what they need to get back to you prior to the consultation. So if you want to see photos, ask for photos. And when you've completed your consultation, you want to be able to email to them an outline of the prescription, including the products that you're recommending, how to use the products as well. You would have gone through this when you're meeting with them over the video, over Zoom, but to actually have an email that you can send out that they can go back to. You could even, rather than describe how to use the products, you could put together a video of yourself demonstrating to them how to use the products using Zoom, and upload that Zoom recording to Vimeo or to YouTube. And then grab that, be able to copy and paste the URL of that demonstration from the upload, and include that in the email that you send out to them after the consultation. If you have an online store and they can access your products online, when you are taking them through the virtual skin consultation, at the end, you've made your prescription, share your screen and show them how they can go and purchase those products, especially if you work with an internet protected brand and the only way they can access the products is by getting a login, becoming a member. For example, there are plenty of brands that are protected from people being able to purchase online, like O Cosmetics, and the only way that you can buy O is if you have a login to the back end of the website. So use this as an opportunity to demonstrate how to do that, okay, when you've got them on Zoom. Okay, I hope that that's given you something to think about when it comes to how to move forward with performing virtual skin consultations, and how to prepare, and how to put together a structured presentation so that you feel confident and you cross all your T's and dot all your I's when you're taking care of that person in a virtual setting and giving them expert advice about their skin. Next, we're going to talk about how you can actually communicate these new virtual services through your marketing. And at SMC, the two main areas that we specialize in when it comes to salon marketing are foundation marketing. So foundation marketing is all about client retention, but it's your marketing automation that goes out through your chosen point of sale software system, and also campaign marketing. So think about what's coming up. We've got Christmas coming up, so many of you will be running a marketing campaign for Christmas. You've got Black Friday coming up as well. We're now in spring, so some of you who are not in lockdown may have spring marketing campaigns out there. That's an example of a marketing campaign, as opposed to foundation marketing, which involves automatically sending out birthday emails to say happy birthday to your clients, or welcoming a new client to your clinic, or thanking a client for referring a friend, or sending out a reminder that it's time to see your client again, or it's been a while since they've come back, sending them an email to reactivate them if they have become lapsed or lost. That's foundation marketing, as opposed to running a marketing campaign throughout the year. So we're going to talk a little bit about mainly campaign marketing, because as I said in the beginning of my presentation for today's episode, you want to treat virtual skin consultations the same as you would if you were introducing a new treatment to your salon permanently. And the way that you would market a new treatment to introduce permanently is to create and implement a marketing campaign. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. So these are the important touch points that you definitely want to use when launching your new virtual skin consultations. Your database is the place to turn to first. That's where all of your happy clients, all of the histories, all of the demographic data, all of their contact details sitting right now in your database, in your computer system, on your front desk. So you definitely want to be sending out an email and an SMS, or a few emails and a couple of SMSs across the course of, say, up to a 6-week period. So here in Sydney, we're in lockdown for at least a minimum of another 5 to 6 weeks. So introducing your virtual salon services. Now you could look at running that marketing campaign over 6 weeks. So you definitely want to be sending out at least 3 emails over that time, 1 or 2 SMSs minimum, and then promoting, raising the awareness that you offer these services through both Instagram and Facebook. And when it comes to your team, get your team on board with getting that out there across their socials as well, because it's highly likely that they live locally, of course, so their family and friends are going to live locally, but also it gives you access to their inner circles and the inner circles of the people that they are connected with on social media. So it's just going to expand the number of people that you can touch through your marketing campaign a lot more if you're also getting your team involved. You want to introduce or add the promotion that you're launching your virtual skin consultation services on your website. And if you can put up a poster in the window of your clinic, do that as well. Okay, if you have a shop front where you've got people who walk past, even if you're in a lockdown, sometimes that can be, because it's something new, in the window, they can stop and read it and realize that they can book a virtual skin consultation with you and have a QR code featured on that touch point as well. So introducing your new virtual services to your treatment menu, what I'd like you to think about doing is, many of you have got a wide variety of treatments that you offer for all types of skin conditions. So rather than just feature virtual skin consultations in a generic way on your treatment menu, what you could consider doing is putting together a DL insert or an A6 size insert, depending on what size your treatment menu is, and actually list new virtual salon services, new virtual skin consultations, and list the type of skin conditions that you can address virtually. So here's some ideas for you. Pigmentation, rosacea, or for aging, just as you would list a treatment that targets those skin conditions, an actual physical treatment on your treatment menu, you can list them virtually, but then include a description of what that virtual skin consultation, what it will address, the problem the person is facing, the solution that can be offered, and that they can actually get that solution through you virtually. So that's just going to help people find their spot on and realize that that you are able to help them with their specific concern. Always include before and after photos as well if you have them. So if you have treated someone for pigmentation effectively with a home care regime through any of the lockdowns, try if you can, or if you're getting someone started on their skin journey, and you get those photos from them through the initial virtual skin consultation, and then you'll have your follow-up consultations to follow. And then get them to take photos as they're getting results, and then ask for permission to be able to feature those photos on your socials, but also here in your treatment menu, because it gives social proof to others that you are able to help them with professionally prescribed home care. So some other ideas on how to segment out your virtual skin consultations. You could talk about acne, consultations for men, and also consultations for teens. So including a specific description around those skin concerns, that's going to help people understand where that you can really specifically help them with their skin concerns, help them achieve their skin goals. So what you can see here on the screen now is what I was talking about at the beginning of today's episode of the show. These are some of the graphics from the marketing campaign set that I'm going to be posting in SMC Insider later this afternoon for everybody in New South Wales and Victoria to download and for free and to start to use. And for anyone who's watching who's not an SMC Insider member, I'm going to pin the link and access to this marketing campaign set to the top of our page today, and you can access it for an 80% discount. Okay. Alternatively, you can come into SMC Insider and get access to it for free. So that will be happening today. Now I'm going to explain to you what it is that we have included on the touch points for this direct response marketing campaign, and how you would customize and change it for your own business. Now, I understand that for many of you who are watching the replay on your phone, that these graphics might look quite small. So what you might want to do is stop watching now and go to a computer so that you've got a larger screen so that you can better see what it is that I'm going to describe. So what you've got here is graphics that the SMC team have created as editable templates in Canva. And these are graphics that have been created to go on the promotions page of your website. At the top of the graphic, we have a pretty strong call to action and message that, we have new virtual skin consultations available. And the messaging behind this marketing is that there's never been a more important time to use the correct products to maintain your skin goals, and asking people the question, are you taking care of your skin at home? Now, you can, when you get access to these links, you can change any aspect of this artwork and design that you like. So you can change the photo if you want to change the photo. And I recommend that you do, and I'll show you an example of what I recommend that you replace that photo with in just a moment. But you can also change the colors and the fonts. Of course, you can change the product brand that we've used just for placement. So the reason we have Lyra featured here is purely because that was the range used by the very first SMC client that we created this marketing campaign set for, and we've left it there ever since. But in Canva, what you'll be able to do is upload a group product shot of the products that you work with easily in Canva. There is an offer, buy any 3 skincare products and get your 4th for free. It's a highly converting retail focused promotion. It's a strong offer. it's an offer that you can put out there regardless if someone's having a skin consultation virtually with you or not. It could just be your permanent offering whilst you're in lockdown. And by saying the fourth is free, usually it's the fourth product of the lowest RRP value that is free. Okay, and you can change that if you want to be specific, and by saying the fourth is free and not saying specifically what they're going to receive for free gives you complete flexibility, and same for the client. But if you wanted to say, for example, and your cleanser's free or a mask is free or something else, then you're able to change that on the design. We've added a little bonus slice as well, which uses a scarcity principle in marketing, and it says something to the effect of, be one of the first 15 to book and you'll receive a $25 gift voucher redeemable towards a facial when we reopen. So that just helps you to attract and book more facial clients when you reopen. And as you're well aware, when you do reopen, you'll be very, very busy, booked out, probably 4 or 5 weeks in advance, but doing lots of brows, lots of lashes, all of those services that people are really desperate to get done. Wouldn't it be great if you could also be doing a lot more skin when you reopen as well? So that's a little strategy to help you there. And then down the bottom, we just have a description about, these new virtual skin consultations available through Zoom. You can also add that you're utilizing technologies like Skype or FaceTime or Messenger if that's what you'd like to do, but we've based it on Zoom. So I've just broken that graphic up into larger segments so that you can get a better look at what they look like. Just get out of there and I'll give you an example of how you can customize this set, make it more personal to your brand. So this is one of our targeted growth marketing clients, and Rosanna's been in lockdown in Sydney for, I don't know, are we in week 11 now? I'm not even sure. And this is a graphic that has been created to raise the awareness on her homepage that she has a promotion running. But when you click on promotions, you can see here that we've talked about, we've got these new virtual skin consultations that are available through Zoom, Facebook, Messenger or FaceTime. Strong call to action to book now. Are you taking good care of your skin at home? There's a photo of beautiful Rosanna sitting behind her computer waiting to do a virtual skin consultation. So that's exactly what I would recommend you do if you are going to make use of this opportunity and use this marketing campaign set to introduce virtual skin consultations, but also to help bring in some revenue for you through retail sales. Get your husband, get one of your kids to take a photo of you, just like that. That's all that's happened here for Rosanna. Hubby's probably taken that photo for her. It's not professional by any means, but doesn't it look great? And it just makes it so much more personalized. And you can see there she works with Aspect. So an Aspect Group product shot has been substituted where the Lyra products were. She has her offer. And at the moment, and there's her bonus. So first 15, get your free $25 gift voucher redeemable towards any facial treatment. And then we're also promoted her Facebook group because we know that salons have great success when they have direct access to literally like a satellite salon while they're in lockdown through a group and through that community. So that is an example of how you can customize the set. At the moment, Rosanna is maintaining an average spend of about $167 per client who's placing an order with her virtually. And when she got started, she was definitely, she wasn't offering virtual skin consultations, and she definitely was in a situation where, she didn't have access to a lot of retail stock at the time, and, needed to continue paying her supplier to get access to stock. Well, how do you do that if your front doors are closed and you've lost all your foot traffic and you're stuck at home? And you've got a 2-year-old toddler, and you've also got other children that you're homeschooling. Like, how are you supposed to get the money to pay for your retail stock? So what we talked about was that you can put out a marketing campaign like this, take orders, take the payment for orders, and then order through your supplier as you're going, and just let your clients know up front that it's going to take 7 to 10 days to get the products to them rather than the next day, or drive the products to them. There's so many salon owners out there that feel the need to have to deliver products on the same day that an order has been placed, or the day after. That's not what people expect when they are buying online. I mean, how often do you purchase through any online retailer? And it can take at least 2 weeks at the moment to receive whatever it is that you're ordering. As long as you're explaining that and communicating that clearly from the beginning, there's no reason why you can't pay for your stock as you're receiving your orders, and then delivering that out to your clients within the time frame that you've told them. So Rosanna's done it, very successfully, and it's keeping her going, and it's bringing in some decent revenue for her. So if she can do it, you can do it too. Okay, let's go back to what it is that I'm showing you. And where are we here? Okay, sorry about that. Nearly there. Okay, back to our marketing touch points. Yeah, so you've got lots of different, you've got emails in this set. There's 3 emails. You've got 6 social media graphics, stories, Instagram, graphics for the newsfeed on your Facebook as well. You've got your website graphics. There is a poster. You have a banner for the homepage of your website. There's 14 different graphics included in the set, as well as a spotlight sheet for like a guide for campaign success, and an implementation guide as well. Okay. There's also copy that we've written for it to send SMSs, and we've included in the spotlight sheet the email subject lines. So copy for email subject lines for the 3 emails. There's a launch email, an email to send out mid-campaign, so say at week 2 or week 3, and then an email that you'll send out to wrap up the promotion as well, which I would do a couple of days before you're going to reopen. That's when I would send out your wrap-up email. So all of that is included in your marketing campaign set. So there's some of the other graphics. You've also got your Facebook homepage banner. You've got a banner for the for your VIP Facebook group if you have one of those. There's your story graphics and your graphics for your other social media as well. Now, what you can see here on the screen is I love this story. Lisa from Belladonna is located in the Northern Beaches in Sydney, in lockdown forever, like all of us. And Lisa is using this same marketing campaign set to keep her business glowing through lockdown as best she can, and her clients too. Last year, for the first lockdown, she introduced an online store for the first time, internet protected brands like O Cosmetics, beautiful online store. So she has that option, and now she's marketing her virtual skin consultations, which she's charging for her time and her giving expert advice. She's marketing her retail products. Buy 3, get the 4th for free, just like I've demonstrated to you today. People are purchasing through her online store, so we also did a marketing campaign for her online store. And when she's sending the products out to the clients, she's including that gift voucher that I was telling you about if they're purchasing through online, but she's not telling them about it. The first that they know that they're receiving a gift voucher from her, redeemable towards a facial in clinic, is when they receive their package and they open it up, and it's like a delight and surprise moment. They're not expecting the gift voucher from her. Now, this is working really well for her, and it's great for her brand. And what you can see here on the screen are like a message that she's received from clients who received their package, received the gift voucher, and how that made them feel. So you can see there it says, "Hi Lisa, thank you so much for dropping off my products yesterday and for your very generous gift card that came with it. I will be one of the first to come in when you reopen for a long-awaited facial." Isn't that lovely? So that's another way that you can increase your facial treatments, not necessarily feature the gift voucher as part of your marketing, but instead include it as a delight and surprise moment for your clients when they're not really expecting it. Yeah, so with our lockdown marketing campaign sets, our sets, our DIY marketing campaign sets that we create as editable templates in Canva are usually $750. So the 80% discount brings them down to $150. I'll post that later this afternoon. It'll be pinned permanently to the top of our Facebook page for anyone who wants to access that set. Remembering SMC Insiders, if you're in New South Wales or Victoria, the set is free regardless if you're a guest member or you've paid fees and you're a full member. And if you're someone who's watching this, please definitely come and join us for free if you're in lockdown in SMC Insider, and you too can access this marketing campaign set to start to promote virtual skin consultations and start to get retail sales for your business, complimentary as well. Just search for SMC Insider members only and you're in. Okay, you just need to own a full service salon and offers facial treatments and offer a professional skincare brand and full range so that you're actually able to get value from the group. Okay, so thanks everybody for joining me, and thanks for those who watch live and those that are watching the replay. As I said at the beginning of this episode, it's a really trying time to be in business and through these lockdowns. And I hope that I've given you some ideas on how you can take some action and turn, lemons into lemonade and pick up some new marketing skills and introduce some new service offerings that are convenient for your clients permanently, but also to help keep you going through lockdown. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.